Good evening. My name is James, and I'm the business development manager from Intech Additive Solutions. And today we talk about metal 3D printing for hardware healthcare applications, which is a complete India-made solution delivering precision at the right price. A brief agenda today: how we really be going about an introduction to Intech Additive Solutions, the dental and medical applications using metal 3D printing, our solutions.
Yeah, James, issue.
Yeah, there was an issue. I think. Can you see the screen now?
No, I could see even then. You were very audible, and your screen was very much there. Now I cannot see you, but earlier I could see. You can.
The problem because the camera is on, but I'm unable to. Okay, I go present, then I click on this.
Yes, you're right. That's the way it is.
And, okay, then I go here.
No. You need to actually. Your slide is on your desktop, James.
Yeah, it's in a folder in a desktop. Yeah.
Yeah, just click it and then open it, and then you can place it on the desktop, and then you can.
Just a minute. Yeah, they say that they can see the screen, Hitesh and everybody.
Yeah, I think that's the way it is. You just need to enlarge the screen and then you can play.
Just a minute. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. I could have. Yeah, I saw your screen. Yes, I can see it. Please.
I can start now.
Yeah, I can see it even now. Just enlarge it, and then your presentation is on.
Okay, I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, can I start now?
Yes, please.
Sure. Thank you, Shibu. Sorry for the small interruption. My name is James, and I'm the business development manager for hardware sales, responsible for giving you a complete India-made solution, delivering precision at the right price. And today we are talking about metal 3D printing for healthcare applications. A very quick agenda what I have today, basically to introduce Intech to you, the dental medical applications using metal 3D printing, and what solutions basically we have developed for you. A quick journey of Intech and the expertise it developed over a period of time. We are proud to share this journey with you. We started as India's first metal service bureau in the year 2012, and we were the first who pioneered metal additive manufacturing in aerospace and tool and die verticals in the year 2014. In the year of 2017, we developed the first optimization parameter software called Optimet, and this really put us in a different market altogether, where in 2018, DMG Mori became one of a stakeholder at Intech. They are a partner and also they are on a board. So in the year 2020, Intech Additive Solutions built the first metal additive machine, that's a 3D printer, plus the softwares which were integrated along with that. And that is what exactly we call it the iFusion series. Today we are talking about the small format, which is particularly a point of interest for all the medical applications. A quick go on the market statistics. As you can see here, you will agree that there are more than 100 systems which are installed in the metal additive world in India. Approximately 70% of them were sold in the last 5 years. And as you can see, 66% of them exist in the private domain and 34% in the government agencies. On the left, if you can see the breakup, you will agree with me that one of the biggest dominant adoption player in the market is the medical vertical, which is around about 22%. Now, what are the opportunities? Now, India becoming a global market with a lot of government initiatives coming in, like Atmanirbhar Bharat, Skill India. We see that the 3D printing medical devices market is projected to have a CAGR of 17.5% by the year 2022. So this was an excerpt from a research firm called Brandison's Market Research. And what do we really contribute in this CAGR of 17.5%? This includes medical devices mainly in the orthopedic implant sector, cranial implants, surgical instruments, dental restorations, medical instruments, components which are made for medical instruments. I think the COVID times were really testing times, but it was a lot of breakthrough basically for a lot of service bureaus who were really having the medical 3D printers, both in polymers as well as in metal applications. And of course, a lot of them went into instrument retrofit. And that is exactly where we see a clear market where 3D printing will really emerge, one of the game changers in this kind of a segment. And of course, one of the key beneficiaries is the customized patient and specific instruments. So what does Deloitte in its 2016 medical device report say? They say that from the existing 15%, it's going to grow to 28% from 8.6 billion to 50 billion. And how do we do it? Basically, it's going to disrupt. It's not going to change the conventional approach, but it's poised to disrupt the manufacturing and the medical sector, basically in manufacturing, as also the thought set or the kind of approach what we have. And it's already gaining traction. So the conventional standard orthopedic implants do not always fit the need of certain patients. So I think customization plays a very important role, and compared to the conventional implant production methods, AM really offers a lot of benefits, a few of them which we have already summarized, which you know through different lattice structures, bionic structures. We make it much more lightweight compared to the conventional implants, and there is less pressure on human applications. Of course, the customization and the cost effectiveness is really a notable thing. So what are our solutions at Intech today? So the benefits of using metal 3D printing, basically we have divided into dental implants as well as in medical implants. In dental implants, you will agree with me that the imaging files are much easier to transfer, store than the bulky plaster casts. So those are all gone, and you have a very smart system which most of the people in India have adopted across India. And the storage of the patient information is indefinite, so that is more flexible. It can be archived and it can be used. Easier to refer files time and again for further diagnosis and treatment. Faster process, and patients can be fitted with a permanent implants in a single visit without the plaster mess. So these are some of the benefits which we understand the metal 3D printing, particularly in the dental market, exists. And what about the maxillofacial and oral surgery? You will agree that these are certain things which in our country it was not addressed earlier. And I think thanks to the medical fraternity today, they are really advanced in their approach. And I think a lot of 3D printing is used now in cancer, birth defects, and also receding bone defects. Of course, you have a lot of scanning and printing process to really achieve the kind of the aid what you do to the patients through prosthesis, implants, dental mesh, and surgical stents, and the list goes on. So it really creates a kind of a prototype that helps surgeons to really work on complex reconstructions, ensures that the devices fit well. That's exactly we talk about very fine features now, which can be really printed and it can be really fit. It was one of the clear constraints with the conventional approach. And of course, the entire surgical process to be safer and easier. So coming to the medical implants, we give you two classic case studies which we have really been engaged with. One was the cranial implant for the neurosurgery. The material was titanium 64. The build time was 18 hours. Part size was what we mentioned here, 106, 134, and 49 mm. And the input from the hospital was only the DICOM file. And the post-processing which was involved was only anodization and polishing. I'll come to the benefits which are really very visible soon after this slide. The second case is the hip implant, which again is TI 64, 15 hours of the build time, 80 mm box size. And then here, the post-processing which was required to finish this was glass beading and polishing. So you will agree with me that what were the advantages basically? It is customization, patient-specific implants, just in time, that is demand to supply, rapid medical prototyping, accurate and effective, advanced technology, which is in the hands of the dentist, hands in the it's a fantastic tool for surgeons, and then intricate care. Now, which is faster? You will agree with me when you look at the traditional casting workflow versus the 3D printing workflow. 4 stages, right from your input of digital impression, you give it to us, we bring it down into our laboratories, make the design with our softwares, mainly the Optimat and the AM Builder. Then we take it onto the 3D printing machine. We print on the 3D printer, and then goes your appliance device delivery soon after the required post-processing is required. So quickly to come to you about the game changer, we talked about the small format, that's the system portfolio, the small format iFusion series. This is India's first powder bed fusion metal 3D printer, all made in India, with 70% of the machine architecture made in India, with 30% of gold standard components which are not available in India, which is imported, which we will come back. We will come in the next couple of slides. So quickly to drive you through the technical specification of the iFusion small format series, 150 diameter by 180, the largest format in this size of the machine available in India right now as compared to the other machines in the market. It has a layer thickness from 20 to 120 microns. Focus diameter can be from 40 microns to 100 microns, with a build rate of 5 to 70 cm3 per hour. The biggest advantage to the customer today, it comes with a laser power of 500 watts. Normally what you see in the market is 200 watts. And the materials configured on this, which is an open parameter, it's an open architecture machine. It's available now with stainless steel, where you can do a lot of instruments for medical devices, applications, cobalt, chrome, and titanium, with a lot of these implants, aluminum for a lot of retrofit components, mainly for the ventilator, and a big market now. Then, of course, tooling, marine steels, which are still under process, and Inconel also. So these are the big advantages what you have. This is powered with our own software. That is, the build preparation software and the parameter optimization software is homegrown. That means Intech has developed these kind of softwares in par. For example, the AM Builder, it's almost similar to the Magix, what is being used, but now all this is available along with the machine. So powered with the gas, both argon and nitrogen, based on the choice what you have. And then, of course, the standard electrical connections and the power requirements what you have. So what is the SF1? What is it really breaking the mold? In what components? Against what key components does my machine seems to be the best in the market? So it's the high performance, reliability, value for money. So when I say high performance, most of the smaller machines have an envelope of 100 by 100. We give you 150 by 180 mm. That means you get 70% more run compared to the normal size of the beds what you have with existing machines. Then, as I told you, the smaller machines have 200 watt laser. SF1 offers a 500 watt laser, the fastest in the market, which is well suited for R&D and for smart prototyping and smart production batches also. And it comes with a single laser spot size as compared to 80 microns in the market. We can give you a range from 40 microns to 100 microns depending on your application. And as I told you, only 30% of my machine architecture is imported. Lasers from IPG, optics from ScanLab, and the automation from Beckhoff. 70% of the machine build or the components is all indigenized here in India at Intech. We do have our own factories which make these components also. So what is it a value for the customer? So the price goes 30% lesser than the imported ones. It offers higher productivity, lower maintenance, support costs, all being readily available in India. All spares are available in our headquarters in Bangalore, and it's an Indian-made machine. So the cost or the subject of import duties do not exist, lesser transportation and insurance costs. So I think the dental and the medical labs will love the option of 45 microns of thinner walls and better surface finishes on the iFusion SF1 series. The key benefits with regards to the software, we talked about the AM Builder, we talked about the Optimate. So the AM Builder currently, which is developed by Intech, and it is now exported where a lot of the other people use this kind of software, is now, it competes against third-party products, means you have higher ownership and maintenance costs. That means the competition currently offers this as a third-party software and charges you for the licenses annually. So for example, Magix, whereas our AM Builder software brings both hardware and software together at a cost which is really, really something which is a game changer. So how will the iFusion benefit the dental market? So we classified it under the application prosthodontics, orthodontics, endodontics, and implantology. And the areas to be considered for implants: surgical instruments, customized implants, dental crowns, caps, dental bridges, and dental prostheses. So key benefits for your component or your product to be going out in the market: certified, nitro-free, cobalt chrome materials, fully dense parts with no porosity, high precision with 45 micron spot size, with very high accuracy components. That means the features are very fine. And look at this point, which is a really a very notable point: the less MHR. That means it is at rupees 1,300 per hour, causing significant reduction in the cost per part. And of course, as I told you, cobalt chrome, titanium, and stainless steel parameters are available with this machine. So similarly to the comparison on the benefits for the medical implant market, you can see the areas to be considered for implants: bone, jaw, spine, skull, hip, ribs, stents, and of course, patient customization becomes the king here. Diamonds are specific to the requirement. Titanium machining, titanium itself is a costly material, but with this kind of a very strong, robust software parameter the cost of the machine, we talk about the ROI, we talk about the MHR. I think titanium machining becomes very, very affordable today. Of course, with the kind of options which are available for design, it is of less weight. When we talk about lattice structures, bionic structures, and overall, when you talk about the mechanical properties, it is really better. So quickly to go through the build area comparison, what we have done, we have chosen two machines in the market with 100 dia and 125 dia against our iFusion small format one. One is the single laser. And as you can see, the combination of 12 unit bridges up to 3 unit bridges in a combination in a similar platform on all these machines, my machine can print about 43 components or parts as compared to 22 and 37. So iFusion clearly fits 100% more than any 100 build envelope which is available in the machine in the market today. And as compared to 125 mine clearly fits about more than 20%. So it is more of economics to the investor. And a second example is on the crown set bridge. As you can clearly see, as compared to the machine which is existing, we can clearly you can clearly see that the faster build rate leading to faster build time. That means my machine is 30% faster than any machine in its range right now in the market. So we talk about bigger base plate, which accommodates more number of parts per build. That means it is 100% more productive. As you can see, competition which can print only about 4 set or 4 bridges. I can print about 8 in the kind of envelope what I have. So similar examples of more than 30% on the cap what we have printed. Basically, you can see my machine has a faster build time with more than 30% than any machine in its range. And of course, when you talk about the quantity, that is the more number of parts per build, mine is 100% more productive than any machine. So couple of last slides to engage with you right now. This is no rocket science. We understand as compared to an imported machine versus an Indian made machine. As you can see, high cost versus less cost, high import duties with no import duties, high cost on future spares, supply of spares, less cost, high downtime, less downtime. That means you'll have people having a reflex response within 24 hours. You need not import people, or you need not have a paid visit which needs to come. With the cost is very less as compared to us. And the use of OEM powders, we don't push OEM powders at all. You're free to use. My machine is open architecture right from the parameters to the use of powders. And no situation where there is no support during machine downtime. We will be able to help you to support you in print parts during machine downtime, because we have our own tech centers where you have a host of machines. You're welcome to visit us in Bangalore and see for yourself, where we have a complete range of machines where we can help you during a downtime to see that your customers don't suffer. And the kind of use of standard accessories, as you can see, all as compared to the Intech machine, the filters, the consumables basically are locally sourced accessories, which also brings down less maintenance cost. So whenever there is a service requirement on the machine over 2 to 3 years, there would definitely be a huge cost of service as compared to an imported machine. But with us, that issue never comes down. So just to close, before I could really close this wonderful presentation, I would like to summarize. You get a largest build envelope size of 150 by 180 right now. And as I told you, 30% lesser cost than what your imported machines could have been invested, or you would have been thinking about it. Then highest laser power in its class. I mean, you can adjust the laser power. My highest laser where you can go is up to 500 watts, which allows higher laser thickness as well as higher productivity. And it also allows higher temperature alloys to be worked with a wide range of materials. And of course, you see, as compared to the other machines, the laser is 500 watts. So it definitely will be a very good investment for you. And as I told you, as competing against the existing systems, despite the above advantages, you get a clear 30% cheaper cost. And of course, if you start calculating the import duties, transportation costs, I think 30% becomes a point of no discussion. The number swells up. And of course, we are the manufacturer for hardware and the software. As I repeat, the Optomet and the AM Builder is a product from Intech Additive Solutions. So there is a very tight integration resulting in better parts and also more user control and lesser maintenance cost. In the beginning of my slide, I told you that one of the world's respected and one of the largest machining partner called DMG Mori has invested in Intech, and he's also on our board. So that itself proves a point as to the kind of dynamics which is fast changing in the market. And now you can bring a metal 3D printer into your workplace. So do you have any request, any inquiries, any feasibilities to be done, anything to related to the hardware, please reach out to us at iFusion@intechadditive.com. Thank you very much, sir.